Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on this channel. Now today we are going to learn how to connect the Windows 10 client machine to the Windows Server 2019. Now before we do that, we just have to make sure all our network adapters are the same. As you can see here, just follow the steps that you see on your screen. Once you've done that, then we will try and go and boot up both our client and the Windows Server. While I do boot up those things, now it'll be a great time to let you all know about running both of them simultaneously. Now doing this will take a lot of power from your actual desktop or laptop. So if you do have an older laptop or an older desktop, chances are it'll be very laggy, it'll be slow, or it might not even boot up at all. So this is just a little disclaimer. You might not be able to run both around the same time. You might have to run one at a time, or you will just have to do it on a more powerful machine. Another thing I would want to mention is that feel free to pause the video, rewind, and make sure you have everything the way I have it, because if there's something that's missed or something that's have been done incorrectly, the chances are of these things connecting or these functioning properly is very low. I'm talking from experience because this I've been doing this for a little while now. So now that we have both our machines booted up, we are going to go to the little network icon down on the bottom right hand. We go to the network properties, we go to Ethernet, and then we go to change adapter options. Once we go there, we right click it, and then we click properties, and we're going to look for IPv4, which is the Internet Protocol version 4. We're going to click on it until we get our little prompt. And here we go, this is the prompt. And what we'll want to do is set a static IP, which is the second option, which will give us these here to fill out. And the IP we'll be using for this tutorial is 192.168.0.1. For the subnet mask, it will automatically fill in itself. It will calculate everything it needs to do. For the default gateway, it will be the exact same as the IP address. And for the last one, we'll put the exact same thing with one minor change. That'll be the 192.168.0.2. Now be careful, this has to be different, otherwise it wouldn't work on the other system. Once you've done, you press OK, then press OK again. Feel free to click on it to make sure everything's saved, but press OK again. Then you have to go back. And we're looking for the network and sharing, and then we're going to change advanced sharing. Right, so once we're here, we're going to have to turn on all of these options here. Now if you realize, once I save the changes and then go back on it, it does not save. So we'll have to find a solution for this. And as you can see, when we went on, it does not save. It turns back off. Now to fix this, we right click the taskbar and then go to Task Manager. We go to Services, then click on Open Services, or we look for the SS. Click on Open Services, and then we can either press the key on the on the keyboard that of the first letter, and or you can just scroll looking for it. So we're looking for the SSUP. We want to make sure everything is on automatic. And from there, we're also looking for the DNS client and make sure it's on automatic. We're also going to look for so we're also going to look for the functions discovery provider host. It may look like it's running, but we have to change it to automatic. Everything has to be in automatic. Once you've done that, you press OK. Just making sure the SSDP discovery is also on automatic. And the last one, we will be looking at the UPnP device host. Make sure it's on automatic as well. And once we have done that, we can now exhaust the actual services and go and check back to see if all the options are staying on. So here we are, going back to the network and sharing center. We're going to make sure all the network discovery, printer sharing, everything is on, and that is it. So now if you go to the network, there isn't anything showing up here as yet. In the future tutorials, I will show you all how to do all of those things, but we are going to do a quick little check in the command prompt to show you that if you do ping the server, that it is connecting properly. So here we're just double checking to make sure it stays on, and as you can see, it is staying on after all these services that we have changed to automatic, which is this means it is a good sign. So we're going back here, go back to properties, making sure everything is exactly the same. Make sure, because one thing I do have to mention is that once you shut down your actual VM, there are certain settings that you will have to go back and change. Sometimes it might not stay as is, and you'll have to go and just reconfigure it slightly, nothing major. Right, so now we are going on to CMD and we are looking at ping, and then we're putting the IP 192.168.0.2, and there you have it. You're now getting a ping to the client server, sorry, the client machine. And if you type in ivconfig/all, then you will have all the information shown about your server machine. And that is all for this tutorial today. Hope you guys enjoyed. In the next tutorial I will be showing you all how to set up the Windows Server 2019 as an Active Directory domain service and setting up trust.